when the heat's on your mind. Don't you even think about it, I'll be there just wrapped around you. I can't hold back what I feel inside. It's just a fact that you should be mine. Anything you want, you got your...
Greetings from Jacksonville, Arkansas. Today is Friday, July 25th, 2025, and the time is approximately 10 minutes after 11 p.m. It's about 11 minutes after 11 o'clock here in the state of Arkansas. You all, I started not to make a video, but I am in the process of plating up my food, so I decided to check in to show you guys what I have prepared. This is premium pork roast, and I have here, let's see how many ounces. I believe it was around 3 pounds or so, 3.41 pounds, and it's like $3.27 a pound. So I prepared this Tyson, and you see that premium roast. I should have took a picture of it before I cooked it, but anyways, you guys, you get the picture. What I have here, I'm getting ready to eat. It's been a long day. I have here pot roast that I boiled in this pot. Let you guys see me take the lid off here. Let's see if I can get a snippet here. So what I have here is pot roast in this pot that I began boiling, and I let it boil for at least a little over 2 hours here. It doesn't take long for it to cook. So I brought it to a boil, and I boiled it from frozen. And you know, if it's not frozen, it may take less than 2 hours, maybe like an hour and 45 minutes or so. But anyways, you all, I season it with fresh onion and dehydrated onions. Here's what's left in the pot here. And as you can see, everything is hot. It's still steamy. And I did break it up and shred some. Y'all, look at that. So instead of baking this in the oven, I boiled it on top of the stove. And I'm going to use it just like I would a regular pot roast. And I have other videos that I have made using the same pork roast, making barbecue shredded pork on bun. I will be including those videos in the description box that I've already made using the same product. Right here, I have took some of the meat from there, and I shredded it on my plate already. I have some mashed potatoes. I'm out of the real potatoes. So what I did was, this is what's left here in the pot. So, and that's the fat that I pulled off. I'm keeping some of the fat, but this is some of the fat that I pulled off of the roast that I shredded right here. So I'm using it just like I would if it was beef pot roast, okay? So we know that beef costs an arm and a leg. You all, the prices at Walmart has went up, but I was able to still get a decent price on the pot roast. I've been seeing a lot of TikTok rants and YouTube ranting, people ranting about prices being raised at Walmart and Costco. So for those who would like to still eat a decent hearty meal, and you cannot afford to pay, like where I've seen one couple had like a big piece of meat from Costco, and it was $300 and something on their YouTube video. That's how high the price have went up. But of course, they did have a big piece of meat. So if they're not afraid of switching from beef to pork, I highly recommend them to try picking up a picnic roast, premium pork here. And of course, this is the Tyson brand. Let's see if I can bring it in so you can see the brand here. So it wouldn't be fair if you couldn't see it. And besides, I do have other videos where I actually show you the product label before I'd even open it. You see that? Tyson. So I guarantee it, if you try switching to this product, you can make a ton of meals. So in addition to like just shredding it and seasoning it down well, I taste it before I put it on my plate, and so I did adjust the seasonings, and I'll show you what I actually put in here. And as far as the mashed potatoes, I'm out of the Idaho potatoes and the red, potatoes that you peel. So thank goodness that I had a box. I have a box of Always Save instant mashed potatoes. These are not my favorite, but I happen to have a half a package of the Baby Reds Idaho brand here, and I did just use up all of the Baby Reds, and I mixed it in with this, but this is what I made the mashed potatoes with to make them taste very tasty. I went in with 2 cups of, actually 1 cup of water. Did I do 1 cup of water and 2 cups of 2% low-fat milk? And then I went in with some chicken-flavored bouillon. I also used Kinder's wood-fire garlic, smoked garlic flavor. You all, I taste these mashed potatoes, they're off the chain good. And as far as what I put inside of the pot roast, I did use a Maggi chicken flavored bouillon. And I used some Kinder's garlic. I also used some Creole seasoning, a little bit of Italian seasoning, a little bit of basil, a little bit of chili powder and black pepper, and red pepper flakes. I also love the taste of spices such as cloves. This is optional. I did put in a few cloves, and I like cinnamon. I didn't put any cinnamon in this time, but I did do cloves and ground allspice. And also I used a package of Sazon Goya. This has coriander in it, but I can taste the cumin in it as well. So I put in an entire package of this Sazon Goya. It's optional, you don't have to do that. Just your favorite seasoning. If that's not enough cumin, you can, if that's not enough, you can also add a little bit of cumin and just experiment with your favorite spices. Also, I did put in addition to peeling a half an onion, I sprinkled some minced onion. Very similar to the Lipton onion soup mix. So let me hurry up so my food doesn't get too cold. If it does, I will nuke it in the microwave. I wanted to make this video short as possible. Back here, let me let you guys see the action of me actually removing the lid here, kind of going ahead of myself. So right here I have a can of sweet peas that I have seasoned down with pure butter, margarine, maple syrup, or actually log cabin waffle flavor syrup, a little bit of sugar, and I did put some cloves in here. As you can see, the little brown stick of clove down in there, and I put in some allspice and some Creole seasoning and some garlic powder as well. So I just want to, let me go ahead and plate this up. Let me go ahead and put some peas on here so I can complete my plate. And I just wanted to share, check in with you guys and show you what I'm up to. And just for those people who are talking about how high prices are, inflation and things in America, that it's not the end of the world. It's about budgeting. It's about thinking about what you can eat and prepare a meal with. And I agree that the prices are going up. My goodness. I've noticed it. But I'm saying that you can also put take into consideration what would you prepare as in terms of a menu. What do you have on the menu there? So give this a try. I did taste this meat. It was a little it was perfect. It tastes delicious, but it needed a little bit more salt, so I just sprinkled a little bit of Creole seasoning on it, and it's absolutely going to be grand. And maybe a little bit more of the garlic kinders. And so I have the mashed potatoes. I did put pure butter in the hot water on the mashed potatoes. I put milk, like 2% milk, and I put bouillon chicken flavor in there. I brought it to a boil, and then I went in with the instant mashed potatoes, and I also put in the Kinder's garlic, smoked flavor garlic powder, which really kicked these instant mashed potatoes up a notch. And so you guys, I'm getting ready to eat. And the meat, this pot roast right here, doesn't have any barbecue sauce on it this time. I will probably pull some of it off like the rest of this and probably make, and I got some more in this pot over here, I probably will make myself a delicious barbecue pulled pork roast sandwich as well, maybe in a day or two. But for now, or maybe at another time, because whatever I don't eat, I'm going to put it in a freezer bag, in a Ziploc bag, and freeze it for another day. But in the meantime, I'm going to help myself for as much as I can with this. And I also just wanted to tell you guys that this pot roast tastes a lot like duck meat without the barbecue sauce on it. It tastes like duck meat, cross between a geese or hen, if you ever had one. Even though this is pork, it's on a whole different level. It's absolutely delicious. As long as it's fresh, you can't go wrong. So you guys, let me pig out on the pot roast, mashed potatoes, and green peas. Who wants a plate? For drink, I do have the regular Sam's Cola down in here. I also have the orange cream Coca-Cola. Y'all, I absolutely love these. This is orange cream vanilla Coke right here. I'm just going to pull one out the box here, and so you can see what it looks like there. It's orange cream vanilla Coke, and I'm actually going to be drinking some juice. I want to show something to you all here that, let me put this back in the box, by the way. I just want to show you guys that this tastes like the original vanilla Coke. I don't taste any orange in there, but it's, so far I haven't tasted, but it's still good. I love it. And you guys, right here, some Latter-day Saints people stopped by. I mean, they didn't come in my house, but they left this on my door, and it's a picture of Jesus. And isn't it amazing that people are witnessing the Word of God, you know? And it says right here, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and their information is here, and it says, come feel the love of God with us and worship Him at church Sundays at 12 p.m. And then they're located at 610 TP White Drive. That's here in Jacksonville, Arkansas. So you guys, they left this at my door. Isn't that a beautiful picture of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ of Nazareth? I just moved it over here. I had it over there, but I didn't want it to get the picture to get wet. And just moved it back over here. You all, I'm just going to insert this in here. I don't have any garlic toast prepared at this moment, but I do have some frozen garlic bread. I do recommend you to eat it with just as is or with your favorite bread, such as garlic bread, yeast rolls, Hawaiian rolls, toast, French baguette, even cheese Asiago bread would be a good recommendation with this pot roast mashed potatoes and peas. So you guys are just getting ready to eat. It's been a long day. Be blessed. Thanks for watching. I have poured up some grape cranberry juice. This is the cocktail. It tastes just like the regular cranberry juice. It has 100% vitamin C. So I need this in my body to help hydrate me. I hope you like my meal ideals. Pot roast. With this pot roast, you can do many things, you guys. In addition to, not only can you fix yourself this delicious pot roast with mashed potatoes and peas, which is pork roast, but you can do so much more. I can take this off and turn it into like tomato-based vegetable stew. But in the meantime, I have many ideals for this product, and I will be sharing it in the description box below. With that note, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Hey y'all, I started eating and the food tastes delicious, but these peas are hard. They ain't no good. Y'all, this is straight from a can, and normally canned peas be just as good as the frozen ones. Y'all see this mess? Y'all see this? It's hard as hell. Let me look at the can that I made this from. I thought maybe it was just one pea that's hard, y'all. They hard as hell. Let me go get the can out the trash. Hold on a minute. Let's see why are these peas hard? Let me go look at the label information. Y'all, I could have went in the freezer and prepared the frozen sweet peas with carrots, but usually these are really good, especially with meatloaf. Y'all, I just opened this can of sweet peas out from my cabinet. I have not had it long. Let me take a look at the product information, like expiration date. It says best if used by October. It looks like 31st, 2000, and it's at 27. I don't have all my readers, but you all, I'm going to have to refund this. Back to Walmart. Great value sweet peas from the can, and this is a 15-ounce can. Also equivalent to 425 grams. Y'all, this is crazy. You know, the enemy is desperate. It's busy. Y'all, take a look. I'm not petty at all. I want you to see this. I want to pick these peas up. I know that one of the peas that had fallen on the floor was hard when I put it in the trash. And I'm like, wow, why is that so hard? Y'all, watch this. This feels hard to the touch. And when I smash it, y'all, it has a texture of peas that are not cooked, that are halfway there. Take a look at that. It shouldn't be like that. Darn it, I want some peas with this. So I could steam up some peas and carrots. Let me take a look at what I got in my freezer. I don't like to have my meal interrupted. So just want to state for the record that this can of great value sweet peas is bad. This is the first time that I ever gotten one that was bad. Let me see if I can flip it over without making a mess, because it's been open. This is the bottom label of the can on the can. Maybe this was a batch that was all bad. I'm sure I'm not the only customer that maybe this product, or at least this batch, had to be returned. I have purchased this before, and it usually is really good. This is the first time I ever had hard, great value sweet peas from Walmart. So, just want to state for the record that the Walmart great value sweet peas are bad, and that's a no-no for this delicious meal. My mashed potatoes and meat is absolutely delicious, but the peas have got to go. You all, I just opened up my freezer here, and this is what I should have used. Who would ever known the can of peas was going to be hard as hell, you guys? So this is peas and carrots frozen. These are always a winner in my book right here. I keep them frozen, and I just steam them up and season them just the same way that I would the peas. So just thought I would share this for the record. This is usually a good product, and I wished I had have used this instead. I wish I'd have prepared the peas and carrots, but I'm in the middle of eating. So what I'm going to do is just finish up the potatoes and the meat, and then those peas are going in the garbage, and I will be returning that can of great value peas. With that note, I'm out.